Hi there, Joka here with my projects with the Spellbinders Fresh Pick collection that's now available on the Spellbinders website. There are a bunch of floral designs in this collection, I think 4, and I'm going to use 3 of them. I think there's 4, but let's see. As you can see, these are quite large pieces and they are a very specific design. If you had the large die kit from, I want to say November, because I missed December, so it has to be November. They are a similar style, and from all of them, this one is actually my favorite. Again, super large die cuts, so it really does not take long, especially if you are not like me and you don't layer up your die cuts, then they will be fast. I think this is the one that I did not use, which is weird because I'm normally super into berries, but somehow I just didn't have enough time before the holidays, and so I just created 3 cards. That one is a berry design, and then this one is another floral design. This one has a bit more pieces or smaller pieces, as you can see. Some of them are buds. First, that was not obvious for me, but once I die cut everything, I usually figure it out. And then there is also a sentiment die set with this collection. Hi, smile. I always want to say slime. When it's shown the other way around. Then there's for you, make a wish, thanks, and bloom. And what was the last one? Hello. I really wanted to use the make a wish, but I just didn't manage. And then there is a simple, and when I say simple, I mean the 2D embossing folder, not that the design is simple. Yeah, I should have said standard embossing folder. So I'm starting with my favorite one. I love these kind of flowers. I don't know how to describe these kind of flowers. I just love the big cupped design, and then this the middle, the center is so pretty. So I originally wanted to go with red, black, white, and gray colors. And then in the meantime, I did stick with gray and red, but I added some pinks instead, and also some the alabaster. It's like a what is it called? Not vanilla, but like well, you will see that cardstock. It just doesn't come to my mind now. You might see that I have 2 layers of all of my die cuts, but they are already glued together. So there's in this case, there's a light gray layer. I think this is the Fog cardstock from Spellbinders, and then a heavyweight white layer behind it, just so that it's more dimensional and firm, like always. And I think obviously you could create different designs with it, and I think this was actually sized for A2 cards, but I'm creating my favorite 5x7 size, and this is the alabaster cardstock. Why doesn't it come to my mind, the color? I know all of you guys are gonna start commenting what color it is, but okay. Cream. It is cream. I know it. So it's a cream color. I just wanted to have a bit of an accent, I think. And then I'm going to add some white detailing. Not much, but just a little bit. So I don't know. Now I don't forget it. The last couple of videos, I did not forget it. And then I am pulling out my enamel dots, and this one is, what is it called? Fresh peach or something, this color. These are available on my website. Not my own brand, but I love these, and they are really, really a good price compared to the smaller, the ones that come with scrapbook collections, and then you have several colors in them, smaller in size and many different colors. Some of them I never use, and they cost about 2.5 times as much, I think. So yeah, long story short, moving on to the next card. These ones are also large flowers, and because my original idea is to to fill up a background with just flowers, like creating a floral pattern, but these are very specific. You see that on one side or two sides they are flat, so I couldn't really create a pattern that I liked. So instead, I am to not waste any of the die cuts that I created, I am layering them up. So as you can see, I'm offsetting each layer, so you see all the colors, they are not wasted. And now I'm just going with the design that was originally, I guess whoever designed it thought of this setup. So I'm just going with that because that's how I like it most. And again, this one is also for an A2 card, but you see on my larger card, it still looks good, and I can add the large sentiment at the bottom. And in fact, in this case, I used the alabaster cardstock for my background, and for my sentiment I used black, so that it creates a bit of a contrast to the rest. And I'm just going to show you quickly how I put together this flower, but you can see it's super simple and straightforward. You don't really need a tutorial for this, but I like to include it anyway because some of you say that it's useful, so and now I'm just trying to figure out how I like the what is it called, oh my god, the stems the best, and I did not notice that I was out of frame. I'm sorry. Yeah, it happens. I really have to find a solution for this. I even moved my camera like a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why it's still not the right setup. I have to pay more attention. So right, I am just using liquid glue to glue everything down, and I kind of banded up the banded. What am I saying? I'm gonna have to check what time it is. 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I can blame it on that. Bent. So I bent those leaves, just the sides, so that it has a bit more dimension. It doesn't lay flat on the background. And now I'm adding some, this is called, I think, warm gray, the enamel dots. And I just wanted to scatter them on the background, but because of the kind of rectangular design of the flowers, it just didn't look good with the random placement, so it kind of had to fit into a rectangle, if that makes sense. Now I'm just showing you how I messed up that highlight there, but you know why? Because at my age, I don't know that I should not be going from right to left when I'm right-handed, and as you can see, I continue to do that. I don't know. I guess I'll never learn. I'm just trying to place my hand in a way that it's not going to touch the paper. I'm holding with my pinky while holding my hand away from the paper, I guess. I don't know why I just couldn't go from left to right. Why that is difficult for my brain, I don't know. Moving on to the third one, I love this one as well. I actually wanted to create a bit of a different background with this than it's originally, at least I think that's how it was originally designed. At least that's the graphics that I saw. And because that's also for an A2 card, and I'm using, what I'm showing here is how I messed it up. Thin lines, I cannot deal with thin lines. I cannot layer them up properly, but I think they will look okay. So what I wanted to say is I wanted to, because this is a larger card, right? I wanted to kind of pull my design a little bit more apart, and I wanted to create a gap in the middle so that I could add my Make-A-Wish sentiment, because it was exactly 3 spots. But the problem was here, you will see this, that the A would come above, and it just didn't look right. And also the one of the words was on that flower bud. So I gave up, and I just arranged them in a way that it was on the A2 card. And then I'm adding the sentiment at the bottom, because the Make-A-Wish sentiment does not fit in one line. So I think I probably would use that in 3 lines, but I did not have time to create a 4th card. I regret that, because I like that sentiment. So anyway, so I am gluing down just the stem and parts of the leaves, so that there is more like a flow on that background and some dimension. And I have to add some thin foam tape to my petals, because I have 2 layers of cardstock for the stem, so there's some dimension to that, and this way it just fits better, you know what I mean. And the buds, the flower buds, what I wanted to say about those is that they all seem to have kind of like a cut in, not exactly the middle, but you see in most of them a longer cut. And in that position, I bent all the buds again, and adding some liquid glue to just one side. So there's a little bit of movement on that as well. It doesn't just look all flat, you know, if that makes any sense. And then I'm just going to finish this up. I did look at the graphic, well, actually not the graphic, it was somebody's project on the probably the packaging. I do not get the packaging, so I have to look at something, you know. And I just wanted to see where they imagine the flat parts to be, you know, because you can see that some of the flowers are flat on some sides. So I just wanted to see how it fits the best. Obviously, you can get creative and make something totally different, but I really like this rectangular design. It reminds me of something, but I don't know what. Somebody's I don't know, maybe it's a style. I'm not very good with design styles and such. Yeah, and then I'm going to fill up the empty space with the same color enamel dots. Again, I think it's called Fresh Peach. I'm not sure why, because it is not a peach color. It's like almost like a neon pink, but it's a really, really nice color. And then I'm struggling with the placement, because I don't want any 3 enamel dots to be in the same line. I don't know why, don't ask me, it just doesn't look right to my eyes. And again, if you look at it, there's actually some that are in the same. Oh well, too bad. So again, I'm gonna finish off the card by adding these little white highlights, and that's gonna do it, I think, for today. I do have a third collection, but I don't remember what it's called. But I honestly don't think I'm gonna have time for the 10th, at least, maybe later, although my new release is also coming up and I had no time to create any samples with it yet. So if not, then I have these 2 videos for you today. I hope I could give you some ideas with the new products. I hope you like them. Also, I hope you have a wonderful new year. Again, Happy New Year. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.